Look at me, I'm what you see, but can you tell the price in heat? I can tell you what I need, but 20 quid will buy a bottle of tea.
And welcome to the show, Prerna. We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Prerna from
Heal Thyself.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fun shit. But before we get to what's in the box, what have you been up to of late?
What do you think? Working? Heal thyself. Nothing else.
Fair enough.
Life has just been like, I need to finish this order today or that order tomorrow and this. And it needs to be perfect. Oh my god, yeah. And it's like telling the clients, I cannot do this by today. It's tomorrow. Please take this. I want the order, please. Yeah,
how do you, how have you reached out to clients? Because there's like so much to explore in, when someone starts their own business, especially in catering. So what, do they just WhatsApp you?
They WhatsApp me, they DM me. I've got my website where they can place their orders, but usually clients have a lot of questions. So what they do is that they'll message me, they'll let me know, or on Instagram you have that message.
Yeah.
So not DM, but they message me personally. I want this, that, customize this and that. Yeah. So it's just a lot to do with what the client wants, to be honest. And very smartly, not a lot of clients want what's exactly on the menu.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
They'll be like, we want something different. Yeah, and the first question is, what are your dietary requirements? Yeah. Only then we go ahead with it.
So do you have anyone helping you with this in terms of cooking? It's all solo.
Damn, that's
all solo.
Respectable.
Wow.
Wait, surely setting up a business in Dubai is its own hassle, and then doing it yourself is another hassle.
It was really difficult, honestly, to start with. I started it before COVID.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit. And by then, I had this plan going on since 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And after that, when the time I started it, COVID hit. And then you're just like, dude, life is so bad. It just hits you so bad. But honestly, when you're doing it all yourself, what happens is you cannot blame anyone. You cannot do anything. At first, I was actually delivering it by myself.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, I just give it to my drivers. Are like, please, बाद में पैसे देंगे. Please just take
this
it.
This is the driver.
My personal driver, at home, and nothing as of yet. I've taken. Either it's pick up or if it's delivery, then it's just I just give it to my driver. Yeah, that's
don't slam this because you can pick up the audio.
Oh,
it's gonna be air gestures.
Sorry.
But the name, even though you came up with it before COVID, I feel it's very apt, to summarize the situation, heal thyself.
Whole food ingredients, vegan, gluten-free, no refined sugar, ketogenic. You're just catering to the left, aren't you? Just catering to the Karens right now.
And by the way, I do a lot of sugar desserts because everyone will come and ask me.
You're just slightly selling out. You don't put that on the logo, but you're like, nah, we have to do this.
It's honestly, I started with the whole thought of let's be healthy because I've done keto. I've been vegan for a bit. I have literally vegan as in I've tried to be. My best friend is vegan, which is why I have started, her. So, which is why I was very, very on my birthday, I made my own cake because I was on keto. She was vegan, and then it's gluten free because anything keto practically becomes gluten free, and sugar is not allowed either. When I was on keto, so I'm just dude, it sounds like a plan, That's when I started everything. But then. Whoever I would go up to, they're like, will it taste good?
Yeah.
There's nothing in it. Will it taste good? And I was just like, what? Of course. Why would I do this then? Why would I eat it then? So then they're like, no, but we want sugar. Normal is fine. We are not on a diet.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, fine. I'll make you normal. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I enjoy making the normal stuff.
Yeah.
But I choose to do the healthier stuff.
Yeah.
You've always enjoyed cooking?
Loved.
So how long have you been cooking for this?
So I've been cooking since I was baking and making desserts since I was really young, to be honest. But then what happens is while I was growing up, my mom was just like, if you'll always cook, you'll always cook, then you'll eat it and then you'll become bigger in size. No need to do all of that. So I was like, okay. So that's why I got into fashion designing.
Yeah.
And then over there also I used to bake. I was studying in London and yet baking. So
Oh, no. He went to London, but he was baking in a different way.
he was baking.
Yeah. But both are highly recommended.
Highly.
Yeah. So like, how did that journey go? Like, you know, you finished fashion designing and then you started like this. What was the motivation?
So there was a lot going on in my life at that moment. I was working with a fashion designer, which I let go within 6 months. Then me and my best friend founded this company named Zar, which is a men's shoe brand. We do women's now as well. But that is where I started understanding business, to be honest. And I started understanding what all you require in a business, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
Let's just put it out there. Like, anything, and I was so hesitant on starting my own business that I tried to understand bits and pieces when I was working with Zar.
Okay.
After that, and I've been very health conscious all my life. So after that, when I got into keto, I started cooking for myself again and again. Like, I used to make it every time. So when I started doing that, I was just like, dude, I've always been interested in it. Why not try it? So I made other people try it without telling them it was keto.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So then they're like, oh, it's nice. Why don't you make it? Why don't you sell this? Why don't you do this? And I'm just like, not a bad idea. Let's try it. Because since I graduated, the markets were pretty bad. So
Fair.
When did you graduate?
2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Since then.
And
it's
Heal
been-
Yourself has been going on for like what, 1.5 years now?
No, about 8 months.
Oh, so basically since like the pandemic.
Literally just it's the age of the podcast.
I started Feb end and with the COVID hit mid-March. So it's almost a year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, that's
Where'd
unfortunate.
you get all
And
this?
so that's why I
done?
counted after the lockdown. 8 months is because it's after the lockdown.
So where do you get all this packaging done?
That looks actually fantastic.
It looks so aesthetic.
It took me so because I come from a design background,
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I'm very particular about designing
Yeah.
for like my social media and things like that, because baking is another thing, but
It's an
your
art.
designing is
Yeah.
very important to me.
Yeah.
It's like the creativity. So I wasn't able to do something right. I in fact had the first food tasting for Heal Thyself almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So since then it's the packaging. I saw this one box that looked so good. I'm like, I want this.
Yeah.
Made it that way. Now this entire designing is been done by my best friend in Ludhiana.
Okay.
And Aditi, I have to give her a shout out. Like, she's
Yeah.
insane. She studied with me in fashion designing. She did all of this for me for free.
Wow.
She's like,
Holy
you know
shit.
what? You're my best friend. Lele.
Okay.
I want to support you. I want to be the first
Yeah.
person who helps you out. And this is what it was.
Man, that's actually amazing. I have one very I don't know, just random question. What's the name of this color?
It's blue, but midnight blue.
Midnight blue.
He's colorblind.
No, I fucking can see that. But yeah, technically, yeah, maybe. But I
Slightly
can see that.
colorblind, slightly retarded. Just
I'm
the list
not
of
colorblind.
disabilities keep.
I'm not colorblind. I'm just color retarded.
Color retarded. Oh,
Like-
you're like one of those girls. Like, is that magenta or lavender or like?
No,
oh
fuck
my
no.
God.
I'll see like purple.
It is
I can-
pink.
like,
It's fucking pink.
like I'll see purple. I'll see like a shade of like pink or like blue.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, you know, I can see.
I
the
wonder which
difference,
girl
but-
has taught you that.
What? Fuck no. I'm a self-taught retard. No, because I was just gonna say like purple and gold look freaking unreal. So I
So
wanted
my
to
first
check.
one, my first design was pink and gold,
Yeah.
and then she's just like, yeah, it's really nice, and then
Yeah.
she gave me this, and I'm
Yeah.
like, let's just go.
Yeah.
It looks better. It looks more royal.
Yeah. It really does. But like
Looks-
I honestly thought it was purple.
No, the finishing
But I
looks like
wanted to
super
check.
premium.
So
and
that
stuff.
was purple.
Yeah, but I know now you say
Colour
it, it
retard.
looks like
Have you shit?
Are you?
Have you like analyzed who gets stuff from you? Like what sort of demographic
I was just gonna ask that
Gets-
as well. Like who's your target
is more
market?
health conscious? Like for example, a guy like me, right? I've only very recently started giving a shit, right?
Yeah.
Because up until earlier I never cared. Like, you know, I've never really been fat, I've never been thin, I've just been this,
Yeah.
right? and in the middle I pudged out a bunch because I was just eating like garbage, you know, just like, you know, love handles and shit. But love handles also need to exist when someone is doing something to you. Like, no one's doing anything, it's just there. You're like, why? Right? Like, what are you going to do holding this shit? Like, okay, yes, baby, let's go. it's counterproductive. With your whole love handle thing, like, you know, what do you call? Only recently I'm not, like, I can't digest junk food anymore. Like, I don't know, I feel like I've hit this peak. So now I'm considering, shit, I've got to start eating clean. I've got to, like, start avoiding sugar, like, refined sugar. Those are words I never really thought I'd use, you know.
I know.
Like,
I know,
cutting out
tell
chocolates
me.
and all that shit.
Of course.
So, like, who gets stuff from you? Is it, like, you know, health conscious people who are already, like, 30 who've eaten garbage and like, oh, fuck, now I got to change? Or is it people who are maybe, you know, in their college days or like maybe just started working who are like, you know, I want to get into a good healthy lifestyle?
He's just asking Karens or no Karens?
No, it's not that. Like, honestly, like, I would say Karens, but no.
Yeah.
The thing is, a lot of people have started getting really health conscious.
Yeah.
More so, I've seen before, like before our generation before, they started getting health conscious when they were in their 40s or like
Right,
45,
exactly.
you
Yeah.
know, when actually shit hit the roof and like their digestive systems went
Just
to
gone.
crap.
Yeah.
But now people have started understanding, because honestly the food outside, there's so much preservatives, there's so many, it's not really healthy to put into your system, but what can you do? How do you even know organic is really organic, right? There's so many pesticides and things like that, which is why since we are young, we need to start taking care of it. And I see that it's gone down.
Yeah.
People who are 20, 22, 23, 24, that's when it hits. Like for women, I've seen it hits that time.
Yeah.
But for men, because of men genetics and things like that, it hits them, say, almost 30. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because people don't understand all of their body or whatever's gone into their system since childhood has really fucked the system, you know, because it's so junk food or like food that has preservatives is so readily available, and you see everyone has such a busy lifestyle that the first thing they feed their kids is that,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, which is why kids or youngsters nowadays, not many still, but relatively still there, they have started getting into the healthy lifestyle and being like, you know, I need to work out. So I've seen kids as like our next generation, kids as young as say 8-9 years old, they're like, yeah, we should do yoga, and I'm like,
But you know, that's really good. Like, so is your demographic around like our age now, like, you know, between like 20 to 30, are more people in that age group coming to you for like, you know, healthy food, or would you still say the trend is more like 30 and above?
It's still 30 and above. It's
Okay.
still 30 and above. But I have seen a lot of people below 30 would be the ones who would snack on it.
Okay.
They won't have like a birthday with a healthy
Yeah.
cake.
Yeah,
They
that
will-
makes sense because it's probably like premium as well, right?
Yeah, it's not really, see, honestly, with that price, I think premium it's not really premium according to, if I
Okay.
compare it to other people.
Yeah.
It's literally, I've kept the prices at par to slightly a little bit more to the normal cakes that you get outside, which has sugar in it. The fact that people are like, you know, it's an occasion, we're gonna do it once in a lifetime, so it's okay, like, you know, it's my birthday, forget it, I can do it. But on everyday eating, they try and control it.
Yeah,
That's where I see that's great, you know.
Yeah.
So when I'm getting like the tart orders or like the bigger, like a 1 kg, 2 kg orders, it's only for people who are like have the celiac problem, or like who are vegan and actually are lactose intolerant and things like that. I get a lot of orders from there.
Do you do ice cream cakes out of curiosity?
Yes, I've done one
Nice.
recently.
That must be so
That
difficult.
must be so difficult and like
And I
awesome.
think it's so justified to charge that premium, because at the end of the day, like, I mean, you can offset it in two ways. One, bigger companies or like bigger bakeries have the cost of infrastructure, which is your rent, your staff, and your permits and all that
That's
jazz.
what. That's exactly.
Versus like, but you on the other hand don't have that extra people help. So like, you know, your time, your ability to put out quantity might get affected. Like those guys might be churning out like 15, 20, 30 cakes a day, but you're probably able to do like 3, right?
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
I mean, it makes
Definitely.
sense.
On the other hand, like, you know, you were saying about like how people are younger are most health conscious. but the reason why they're not as motivated, like, you know, to make the difference, you know, choose this or like an unhealthy option, is because of the price again.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest.
So now people, what I've realized is, you know, even when I have gone to the organic store, see, that's a lot healthier than what I buy from a supermarket, like a normal supermarket. The difference that I have seen with the prices, I literally feel like, I hope, and because in the US, the same kind of food would be a lot cheaper.
Okay.
And there is a lot more variety in the US. Like I see when I was on keto, when I was doing like, you know, researching about veganism and things like that, there were so many things that were not available. Like today, the ingredient that I use in most of my which is a sugar substitute in most of my desserts, it's called erythritol. Erythritol here is so expensive. It's so expensive. You gotta use it like gold.
Oh my god! Or like saffron when it comes to food.
Literally, I'm not even lying. Literally like saffron. So which is why I try and get my erythritol as much as I can from like India or you know whenever my parents are traveling. Now that's been a problem because of COVID.
Oh jeez, yeah.
But luckily I got enough for me to survive till now. The problem that's where the problem is, where we face, you know, anywhere you get any of this stuff like erythritol, monk fruit sweetener, you know, people who are diabetic or things like that, and they require it. They would also get cravings. It's not like you cannot have cravings. The problem happens there, like, you know, even if you're having a juice, you have to make it at home, and so you got to put a little bit of sweetener, and the only thing that they give, which is a normal price here, which is stevia. Stevia tastes disgusting. The aftertaste of stevia is disgusting.
Is that like just a chemical sweetener kind of thing?
That's not a chemical sweetener, that's Splenda, but this is also a sugar substitute, which is made from plants. But
tastes awful.
It's in the end, like, you know, the aftertaste is awful.
So your erythritol thing, like, if you have to be very conservative with it when you put it in your dishes, right? Doesn't it affect the sweetness? Like, for example, because of the price, if you're able, like, is it a liquid?
No. It's also powder. It's also powder. It looks exactly like sugar, tastes exactly like sugar, but the only thing in erythritol, you get this cool feeling in the end. Like the aftertaste has a cool feeling on your throat.
Sorry. I was just gonna ask the price, but like.
I mean,
it's about $40 for 250 grams.
Wow.
Oh shit! Okay. And because
it's
leading up to that is that
47.
You're gonna have to use spoons of sugar for things. Like, so is it the quantity? Does it go in proportion as sugar, or is it like
it's proportionate?
So you're telling me that 1 spoon of sugar is proportional to 1 spoon of erythritol, and then
in fact, erythritol is a lot more sweeter than sugar.
Okay.
But what they do is when they sell it, many a times they put erythritol with a mixture of stevia.
Okay.
So the reason why they do that, it brings the sweetness down a little bit, but also the aftertaste of the stevia is not really, you can't feel it, but also erythritol is there to give it that cooling aftertaste then.
Okay, so they're trying to make sugar, like the equivalent of...
Yes, but there are already, like, you know how in us Indians you all would have heard like jaggery, dates. There are things, or sugarcane, or like coconut sugar. I never even knew about all of these substitutes till I got into the business, and I'm just like, dude, there's so much. And the worst bit is with sugar, it plays like cocaine in your head. It's so addictive, and which is why what people do today, you go and buy fresh chicken somewhere, there are different names for sugar. Xanthan gum, that's another, that's used as a preservative, but that is sugar, in like another form of sugar.
Oh, so you think they put it in like chicken and stuff?
Yes. Yes, and literally, I'm not joking. In when I had gone, I had to take care of all of this when I was on keto, because otherwise I'd be out of ketosis. I had to look at the sugar, the chicken behind, and see whether it has xanthan gum, and there are a lot of other names for it. You know, which people are not aware of, and they will not
100%.
know.
No, I saw this video from this creator. Her name is Dear Aline, right? And she actually interestingly talked about how chips, like everyone thinks that, you know, you're vegetarian, you eat chips and you eat a lot of other stuff, right? Pringles or like Lay's, and even soft drinks. So I don't know. She just took out peanuts, cashews, a lot of shit, right? And then she like turned it over and she just thought, okay, let me take a look at these ingredients.
Yeah.
And they were just like K something, like, you know, this has K267. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
just like a letter with a number,
Yes.
right? And when she did research on that, those were made from like chicken tissues, chicken something, like
shit,
it had bits of chicken. So they say vegetarian, they don't explicitly say chicken.
Yeah.
But like, how do you expect your common people, like the people like me, who would be like, okay, I want to try keto? And I think the main thing with keto is you avoid carbs, right? Like, what do you not?
Yeah,
what do you
it's
not
low
do?
carbs, higher in fat, but not as high because you got to take care of your cholesterol.
Yeah.
Higher in fats, but you can have dairy in that. But you also need to take care of your dairy intake, like
So-
any kind of cheese and things like that, because it comes into fat.
So when people, you know, talk about this over here, like, okay, so you don't have carbs, so you have a lot of fat. So my friend told me that there was a time he was kind of binging on butter chicken. Like, he's like, I ate the butter from the butter chicken.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I ate butter chicken, but I couldn't eat roti with it. Like, I had to
Yeah,
get like
yeah.
this keto friendly bread. But it just cycles back to, you know, someone like me. If I was to ever do keto on my own, now, like, if I had the money, yes, I'd get a dietitian who would be like,
Yeah.
okay, listen, buy these specific brands, like, you know, set up a consult, you know, 1 or 2 consulting sessions, you know, fuck it, if you can afford it, you can, right?
Probably
Yeah.
like
But,
1,000 bucks.
but you know,
But that's exactly what I did, because I went as to someone, I was consulting someone.
Yeah.
She was great, and she till date is in touch with me, and you know, it has worked wonders for her. And at the same time, one of my friends started keto. He lost crazy amount of weight.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing, and he didn't feel anything. Like he didn't have any issues. But the problem that I faced was after that, when I got myself tested, I got my blood test done, and my cholesterol levels were high, and I was like really young. I was like 24, 25. My mom's like, cholesterol?
Yeah.
Beta, heart attack.
so what's
yeah,
the side
of
effect
course.
of that? What happens when you have high cholesterol?
It's of course there's a lot. If you have high cholesterol, you got to take care of your heart, your blood pressure, and
Yeah.
things like that, which could in
Clots
turn
and
lead
stuff.
to like heart problems and cardiac arrest. Most importantly, heart attack.
What are you so happy? Cardiac arrest, let's
See,
fucking
laugh,
go.
No, but you got to be really careful of that. If you know, once you understand, like we were saying earlier, you know, what goes in your system is very important, which is very difficult for people to understand because we've not been taught that, or we
Yeah.
don't know that, or it's only because I've been in this health journey have I understood that. It's not that now people are trying to open their eyes towards it, you know, because now it's come in the limelight, you know. Anything that says like I was seeing somewhere else that anyone that says that it's sugar free, but they're high on sugar, like if you see the nutritional facts, they're high on sugar,
Yeah.
and not a lot of people have the time to actually see the nutritional info,
Yeah.
you know. So they're just like, it's low sugar,
Sugar-free.
take it, you know.
Yeah. This brings back to the whole capitalist thing, right? People are always in a rush.
Exactly.
The easiest thing is the
And
easiest thing to get.
the reason why sugar is used so much is because it's a preservative. So
Yeah.
and anything will go for a longer period of time if you put sugar in it.
Interesting.
So which is why they try and put sugar in a lot of things so that it has the shelf life.
Do you use like white flour, or like what sort of flour do you use?
So
for
it
this?
depends. So I've got a craving section which is anything that for me is like an aspect of heal thy mind. Like literally, you know, when someone is craving it and then you try and like cut out that I cannot eat sugar, it's not good for me, I cannot eat flour, it's not good for me. When you try and do that to your mind, what happens is later on, maybe a week later, you'll binge on it.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Which is why if you feel like it, you have a bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, moderation, right?
In
you know?
moderation.
Like, yeah, don't.
Exactly.
Little moderation
Don't-
doesn't kill anyone. No, like.
And then my other aspect is the heal thyself,
Yeah.
where you're having everything healthy, which doesn't have sugar. A lot of my options are vegan, a lot of my ketogenic, and you know, everything under the roof that you're trying to be healthy with.
Yeah.
Which I think, you know, when you want to have, you know, after that lunch, you want to have that one bite of dessert.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what it's good for.
It's
But
basically
what
that.
people don't understand now, that's where people make the mistake with healthy desserts.
Yeah.
This is made out of nuts. Okay, because if it's ketogenic, you use almond flour, hazelnut
Ah,
flour,
okay.
and things like that. Now, nuts do have fat. They do have calories. Nothing in this world except for water. Everything has calories. There's nothing in this world except for water that doesn't have calories. So today, what people don't understand, oh, it's healthy.
Yeah.
They like binge on it like it's like popcorn. You're like, you're putting the good stuff in your system, which will help your digestion, which will keep you better for your digestive system and everything. But what people don't understand is you still can't binge on it if you're on a weight loss program, or if not only a weight loss program, if you're on a calorie deficit diet, you still can't binge on it. You can have one. Like you said, sweet tooth, little bit you can have.
Yeah.
People have forgotten the meaning of moderation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what might be a good idea? Like, I'd certainly benefit from this, but like, imagine like you sort of had like a Zomato tie-up or something.
Yeah,
So just to get the delivery out of the way. But then just like every day or like every week or something, like one box comes, like a monthly subscription, like Netflix.
Take it and go.
Yeah, it's just like, so that the moderation aspect is there, so I don't have to like buy like a bunch. But then if I want to eat like one piece of like healthy sweet out of
like maybe on a weekly basis, like so like
you
if it
can
lasts
have it every day, but have that one biscuit.
Yeah.
You can't
it's
have
there,
like
it's
six.
like-
The thing is,
people finish a packet,
and all of this happens, right? Like I'm not really fond of it. Like we were discussing, the 3 meals are always fine. But now what people don't understand, there's another mistake in those 3 meals, which everyone makes, which I have done most of my life, is that we do not realize how many calories we're putting in our system. And us Indians love carbs.
Exactly.
We don't believe that our dinner or our lunch or our breakfast is done till there are any kind of carbs in our system. Like in Hindi, they say, "Ann nahi gaya andar," right? So what that means is there's no kind of carbs in your system. Now, if you don't eat carbs, they feel like you've not had food. The problem that lies with carbs is we don't realize how much we're putting in our system.
Yeah.
So that's where, if you go to see, or even if, like you say, the obesity level in like US is crazy, right? Why? Because over there, there's no portion control.
Yeah.
In the US, the large in UAE is a small there, a burger in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So if that's the case, you can imagine how much a person is putting into their system. And all of that is not very healthy chicken, not fried in the best oil, which is palm oil.
Mass-produced as well.
Mass-produced. And the oil that they fry it in is not very good for anybody's heart.
No.
Which is why the rates of heart attacks went really high in the US. They blamed it on obesity, but they did not blame it on the kind of food structure they have. It's not only the US now, I see that trend coming in everywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's just easily and readily available, right?
Capitalism strikes again.
Exactly. So then what happens is, what people are not able to understand, even in the UAE or anywhere around our age, is that if I go to India to have food, right, they're like, ek paratha dena, and this butter is like a blob of butter, and I'm just
but
like,
it's so fucking delicious.
It is, I'm not gonna lie, it is.
And like slap it with more butter.
Literally, I've gone to Punjab to my friends' houses, and they're stick thin. And I'm this big girl going in, and then I go to their parents and I have lunch and I'm done. I can't. Like, ek roti khaiye beta. And they're like, stuffing. And I'm like, I can't. Then it's just an hour or maybe 2 hours. They're like, beta, tu to kuch khati nahi hai. I'm like, bro, I'll throw up. I can't,
Yeah.
But that's our culture. That's where we come
it's
from.
a very irritating thing because right now if I'm with someone, right, even if it's a kid, if it's like a 12-year-old kid, I have a 14-year-old nephew who's like, I eat this, I go to the gym with my dad, and not like he heavy works out. A kid runs on the treadmill, does cycling. I'm like, I'm proud of you. I'm actually so proud of you.
Exactly.
Right? And when some kid comes up to me and tells you, even at 14, 15, I'm watching what I'm eating, I'm like, good for you.
Yeah,
You're aware.
exactly. I agree.
But if I tell this to my dad, he's like, You kids should eat at your age.
Yeah.
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 Like, and
Yeah.
I understand that sentiment comes from love or whatever. And like anyone is like, oh my god, at your age you should eat. Like again, my boss's
That's-
husband, hey, you should eat at your age. Why
That's
are you worried?
amazing. You know why? Because I've never gotten that. I'll tell you why. Because I've been a very big girl from childhood.
Okay.
My sister's been really like she was big for a little bit, but she's size 0,
No.
and she's always been size 0,
Oh,
and she
okay.
has a kid.
Mhm.
She's size 0 with a kid, and I'm
Jesus.
like size I don't know what. Like of course I do, but I'm a lot more bigger. People since childhood have come up to me and been like, "Tu uska khana kha jati hai?" Like I'm not eating her food. We eat the same amount of food.
family,
Yeah.
so like the family is involved in fat shaming you as well.
Oh,
like,
I got so much. It's not family. It's not my own. So, the reason why I got into fitness, since I was really young,
Yeah.
is because my mum, though before she got married, she was 48 kilos. And she was the fattest amongst her sisters. So she was called Moti.
Yeah.
Right? My pet name is Moti, just by the way, with my friends. And I love and respect that because you're calling me, that's a fact. And I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah.
That's one thing I want to tell people. If someone calls you Moti, it's because it's your perception that it's a bad word.
Mhm.
A bad word is the reason why you feel hurt.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad word. I'm proud of it. So why should I allow somebody else to hurt me because of who I am? Firstly, then since I was a child, this has taken me years to get to where I am today. I till date fall back, things like that because I want to lose weight. I want to be this and I want to be that.
Yeah.
People around me are losing weight. Where I forget in all of this is that I've got thyroid, I've got insulin resistance, I've got you name it,
Mhm.
there are things I have to be careful of, and it's not easy for me to lose
Right.
weight. But fitness wise, I've loved working out. In school, I used to love PE,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but there were teachers who were racist.
No way.
I used to go after school
Yeah.
and go swimming and things like that. Yes, I'm a big girl, so I might breathe heavily, I might pant, I might not, wouldn't have the endurance, but I still have the strength and the stamina to do what you're telling me to do. At least appreciate that. I might not have the endurance, but no, we do not never. I used to go after school swimming because I used to love swimming, and I used to do laps and laps and laps. It's my favorite sport. Did not take me in any of the teams. Then I used to go tennis, and I wanted to become a ball kid.
Yeah.
This is another teacher, he who was coaching me, this coach, and he said, I'm like, I want to become a ball kid, and my friend wanted to become one too.
Yeah.
You're too fat to be a ball kid.
Jesus.
And I broke down, and I'm like, I'm shocked because it's not like I'm playing bad. It's not like I'm not running from one end to the other.
Yeah.
And that coach himself had a big belly. How dare you?
Mhm.
Right?
Was this in Irish Village?
Yes.
Yeah, I was in
The
yeah,
ADP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
ATP.
a
I've
ball
done
kid
the-
thing
yes,
as well. Yeah.
I've done that.
Disgusting.
And not only that, and then there were people, because the community is so women need to be thin and beautiful, and people have come up to me and told me, Beta, tune apni shakal dekhi, you are so pretty, but if you lose weight, you'll become prettier.
Yeah.
Or they've been like, find her a boy, she'll lose weight by herself. What does a boy have to do with me losing weight?
And there is a cardio activity which burns calories, but
I don't think they'll be encouraged.
there's
I need the bad.
imagine just go you want to work on your jawline, there's a little sound you can do.
But it's not. The funniest bit is the reason why I don't understand is they're like, वो उसको ना जिम लेके जाएगा, वो उसको बोलेगा.
Oh,
Why
my
does he
ass.
have to tell? Why I'm not scared of myself. I do not understand. And let me tell you, the one thing that people don't understand of our generation, being big is not the problem. Trying to give your personality and your life in other people's hands is the problem.
Oh, for
because
sure.
you try and be somebody else. me being a big girl, it's not like I've not gotten guy attention. It's not at all like that.
It's the beauty of this world. You can be
Exactly.
however you want,
They'll be
and guys will come after
That's
you.
true, and
People
it's-
will slide in the DMs.
That's true, because you know people want to know you as a person, and if they see you're positive, if they see you're like, you know, this kind of a person.
Yeah.
There are a lot of girls who come up to me and been like, how do you get boys? And I'm like, it's not about getting boys.
Yeah.
If a boy is messaging me, he's not always messaging me because of like, oh, I want to be with you and things like that. It's like,
He just wants free desserts.
probably he wants free desserts.
okay.
No, but also with the fact that he genuinely wants to know me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Like if
And-
you're sure about yourself, I think that's the hugest positive in this
and that's
thing. Right?
that's where I feel my win is, you
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
because people have put me down my entire life, but that's where my win is, because I've made my personality such where I have also heard people come up to and be like, you're the only fat girl we wanna be with because you help us find chicks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa.
But that's still not a reason why you'd want someone around. Like,
Yeah.
that can't be the reason you want to be friends with someone.
Oh
like,
no,
you-
that's
they
just
say
a
that,
joke. Like
yeah.
they're just a
No,
joke.
I know, but like,
they're like, you know, the reason why a person would say that is because they're like, dude, whenever there's a fat girl, she becomes so insecure.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, when we make fun of a fat girl, like if someone made fun of me, like out here, you guys made fun of me, I would laugh with you guys.
Yeah.
Because your intentions are not bad.
yeah, for sure, yeah, depending
If
on
a
the.
person calls me, isko dekho ye moti hai, that's a bad intention.
Yeah.
If you go like, moti kya kari hai yaar, chal bahar chalte hain.
That's a term of India.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's
Again,
that's
it's
out of
it's
love.
context. It's context,
It's
right? Like, yeah,
context.
that's just a different.
And it's out of
you know.
love. Like I believe I have been called Laddu by my own brother,
Mhm.
and I'm very happy about it. I've been called Laddu, Hathi. I don't know. I've had too many
Jesus.
names, and I'm like, dude, I love you calling me Hathis because they're my favorite animals. but still, like, you know, I don't find that degrading.
But you've had that transformation, right? You did that whole program with Yasir Khan.
Yes.
And, like, tell
I did.
how did that go?
It was really good. I'm not gonna lie. I had that entire. I was actually starving. There was a point where I was starving myself a little bit.
Mhm.
Then I started getting stomach issue, and I said, "Listen, I can't. I have to get back to
Yeah.
eating." So when I did get back to eating, I put on like right away. But before that, like, it's for a body like mine and the kind of conditions that I have, I've got to put it through a lot of rigorous training. Like, I used to work out twice a day and do almost like I've done 2,000 calories in a day.
Damn.
That is 2,000 active calories.
Yeah.
So normal calories would be about 5,000.
Fuck.
I eat that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that before.
So that's
coming
in a
on.
that's in a day. So you know
Yeah.
that was, it kind of took a toll on me, my mind and my body. Not gonna lie, but it did give me my result that I was
Yeah.
looking for. But now I'm trying to reach a stage where my current trainer and I'm actually trying to tell myself, you know what, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't understand. If I'm fit, you put any girl, not denying people have lost a lot of weight, you put any girl my size next to me with my age, I know I'm going to be fit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You
I'm
know.
going to be working out double or triple of that person would be.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
forced people to get into workouts, and I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, I don't think it's a healthy lifestyle you're living. I think you need to start working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not for the shape or the aesthetic of it, it's just for the habit because
It's a
Yeah.
wonderful habit.
I literally just fucking got it. It's healthy self.
Yes.
Fuck.
took you a minute.
Like a minute. I was like, heal thyself sounds very Shakespearean, you know?
Yeah. I thought, oh.
You just had that eureka moment.
It's just like, I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
But
it's
that's
healthy self.
awesome, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So when people don't know how to pronounce it,
Yeah,
just healthy
like literally
self.
when you said like I made people get into the healthy lifestyle, I was like healthy.
you know like
Feel that.
you know him obviously, like, you know, Sidhu.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And like very similar thing, right? Like I've seen his family members, like he's very like mentally resilient, right? Like, and he's a big guy. Like my only thing, people are like, oh bro, he's so fit. And I've actually had some of my older friends go like, so when I was in Dubai, like when me and Sidhu just became friends, I started hanging out with him a lot. Some of my other friends were like, man, who's this fat fuck you're hanging out with?
Yeah.
Like, as though, I'm not joking, they literally doubted his quality and his ability to be a good friend based on him being fat. I'm like, bro, if I'm in any kind of trouble, I would any day, like, having him around is so much more useful than having you two fucks around. Because, like, someone comes at you, all three of us are dead. Someone comes at me, like, I've told, like, there's a standard thing I have with this thing. I'm like, you have an army, I have a Sidhu. It's, like, trust me, there is a, like, and the thing is, so that was the first step, right? Like, my friends, like, you know, yes, they were my close friends from school, and they've always been involved in my life, like, even though, because, you know, after school we all separated geographically, right?
Yeah,
so even so, every time I uploaded a picture, they'd be like, "Oh man, why do you have what kind of people are you hanging out with?" It's like, you know, you haven't found better people or what? I'm like, dude, this guy could, like, I know people who are ripped as fuck and who are just bad humans. Like, or, I mean, it's not my place to say if you're bad or not, but like basically, sorry, not bad humans, but basically people who I don't vibe with. Like, that's not the kind of energy that I want.
Or maybe don't have the right intentions for you.
Yeah, and just people I don't vibe with.
Yeah,
they're just not. I don't deal with that kind of energy.
Yeah.
You can be you, no problem. But like, and you know, for example, there's this other dude. Not gonna take names. He has to keep commenting on shit. Like, you know, he'll see Sidhu dance or do something shirtless. Like, yeah, that's fucking disgusting. I'm like, bro, the fact that man is so secure in who he is, and the fact that it's making you bitter tells you that you've got something to look into yourself.
Exactly.
Like, if you have a problem with that means the day that you get there, or like even your ability to accept those things is just totally, you know, really bad. Like,
I mean, whatever you've said is so bang on, because people have. I'll tell you one incident that happened in London, and my best friend. So my best friend, you know, used to hang out with a lot of pretty girls and things like that, and you know, he wouldn't have a lot of friends that were like big and things like that.
Yeah.
And I was his best friend.
Yeah.
So there was a group of these really good looking guys, and all of them are my friends. The only person they say hi to, they might be assholes to other people, but to me, I'll be like, kya kar lega? Bata. I'm like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, only Prerna can come clubbing with us. I'm not inviting anybody else.
Yeah.
Because of that, some girls have gone up to them and been like, so if you only hang out with like good looking girls, what are you doing with that fat chick?
Yeah.
And they flipped it. They're like, who the hell are you to tell us anything?
Yeah.
She's our friend and she's much better than you.
Yeah.
And oh my god, they I think it blew their mind.
Yeah.
And he came to my room the next day and he's like, really mad. Yeah, I'm like, okay, do you have food to eat? Give me food. Okay. I'm like, what happened? He's like, these two girls. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, I'm like, what they told you? I'm fat. How do you know everything that I've gone through? And I'm like, it's because I can read it, like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't matter. Man, they do not matter in my life.
Yeah.
If they believe that, it's their problem, they are shallow. It's not me.
Yeah.
If someone is, you know, I kind of don't vibe with this entire logic of like, you know, the girl needs to be, because I've gone through a lot of places, like I'm at that age of like getting married for Indian culture, right? So in that, you know, I've gone and met like these people, you know, they get rishtas and all that. They're like, बेटा आपने काम बहुत कर लिया, अभी अपने थोड़ा हेल्थ पे ध्यान दो. And I'm like, do you even know what I do?
Yeah.
Do you even know how much I work out? Do you even know who I am? Do you even like how like a body doesn't relate to a personality? Like, I don't need that kind of vibe here. Like,
do you often find that you know, the people who actually bring women down sometimes more than men tend to be women themselves, but from an older generation in Indian
We've
society?
all seen Mean Girls.
Like,
I agree.
I feel like it's like that the not our generation of women, but I'm talking about like
even our generation of the women, they might not be like that right up on your face,
but behind your back they
are. So that means you understand that the thought is still going on with this generation.
It's not only
Which is-
Indians as well, right?
It's a lot of-
general
yeah,
sentiment.
No, just prominently, like, you know, if you, like, in our society, right, it'll be like our grandmoms or my aunt
Yeah.
who will be
Yeah.
fat as fuck, who'd be like, that girl is fat. And I'm just like, have you not seen yourself? Like, it's not like you are Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian either. Just
No, but you know,
chill
that's
out,
why,
Kim.
honestly, I've seen that happen so much, not only in our culture. I just saw a post of Huda Beauty, like the Huda Katan today.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what? She put a picture of, an edited picture of herself, and that same picture would go right, left, where one is edited, one isn't edited. She's like, I want to put the true self out there. Do you know how many pictures are edited to make you believe that this is the right form or love, or, you know, this is the right kind of a girl that you should have?
Yeah.
And it's a lot to do with girls. A lot. So the problem that happens, if you're fat, you're too fat. If you're short, you're too short. I mean, it can never be like the guy is tall, or the guy is like I don't understand. I've heard people say the guy is short, which
who gives a shit? Yeah.
I mean, like, no.
I'm not 6. I'm not 6 foot. Big problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, right? It's like 6 feet and under, you better have a chisel board, otherwise,
Do you know, I find it really funny. You know what?
Yeah.
Because I'm taller to most of the Indian men out there.
Yeah.
And you know, the funniest part is the guys who tell me, like, you know, you know, you're fat. And I'm like, come honey, I'll put my hand on you.
Yeah.
Like, of course.
What's up, Bilbo? How are you? How's it going?
Bilbo or dildo?
Bilbo Baggins, bro, like the Hobbit.
Yeah.
So I literally have been through that a lot my entire life, and I've right now I'm still trying to come to terms. I wouldn't say I'm completely in terms with it, and I'm, you know, there's a lot to do with the way people make you feel and what you want in your life, because what has been stuck in my subconscious mind is that I want to be that, you know, particular looking girl as a bride, and, you know, as this, not only a bride, like, you know, after that, so that I'm accepted.
Yeah. That's shocking. That's unfortunate. That's not how it should be,
It
right?
shouldn't, because it's been instilled in you since childhood,
Yeah.
and now it's very difficult to get it out of you.
Yeah.
That's another difficulty, that a girl or a guy who has been a certain size, I believe, if you're big, if you're fat, or even if you're not fat, if you're not, I would judge a person if they're not fit.
Yeah.
Okay, so by the thing now, when you say that, it actually brings up another question, which is, how do you, like, see, first off, it's not my place to tell anyone what they do, but that
agreed.
being said, being fat, or, like, you know, there's that point where it becomes unhealthy,
Yeah.
right? So,
That's what
like, I still don't think,
either
way don't think you should be shamed. Like, I don't think, but there is a thing to it, right? Like, I know there's a kid in my class who was really obese, but, like, you know, the way you sweat, like, every small thing, like, you start to not smell that
Sahil.
good. Like, like, you know, the dude didn't really smell good. He was, like, sweaty all the time. Like, the food he ate, like, you know, it didn't, like, there are so many health aspects from being at a certain body fat percentage, which I don't think should be encouraged. Like, at the same time, when someone goes like, oh, well, I'm fat, but I'm a beauty queen, and I'm just like, you're not entirely healthy either. Like, you know, you can't propagate being that big. Like, you can't say that it's actually, I don't know, like, if someone asked my opinion and came and told me that, you know, there's a difference between someone who probably works out and lives a healthy lifestyle, but, like, I know people who are healthy. Again, like, drawing back to this example with Sidhu, right? Sidhu and Sahil, like, and I'm talking about Sahil that I knew back in 9th grade, right? This is a kid who could barely run. Sidhu goes 5 rounds of squash with me, like, you know, he still plays sports, like, I'll tire his ass out in the gym. Yes, I have more stamina than the guy, right?
Of course.
But the guy can still, like, you know, go the distance, and he's still able to improve on it. Like, if he gets gassed out within an hour, he's willing to put the work in, where he then gets gassed out after an hour and a half. Like, it happens over time.
Exactly.
Like, but there is that balance that people often neglect in this process and go like, you know, oh, you're shaming me because I'm fat. Like, I'm not. First off, it's not my place to shame you, but at the same time, I'm not going to stay quiet if you keep telling people that it's okay to be fat. It's not okay to shame people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the other side of the spectrum is also true. You can't just encourage people to eat unhealthily and just stay that way,
like how fucking McDonald's does. But there's a very philosophical aspect to this argument, right? I feel like we owe it to our fucking survival as a human race to encourage certain behaviors and discourage others, right? That's what genetics is. And part of that issue is you encourage being healthy. It's in our benefit as a freaking society, as a civilization.
But what people are not able to understand is what you said is bang on. Now, the reason why I'm saying it's not my place to judge anyone, right?
Yeah.
But today, if it's a good friend of mine, say, imagine, I had a really good friend.
Yeah.
It was my duty. If I'm seeing her walk and she's panting, it was my duty being like, so-and-so, you need to, please let's go. Why don't you try just walking in a day?
Yeah.
Forget walking, let's just try something. Because if you're panting at this age, imagine what's going to happen later.
How are you going to have sex?
That's all you'll think about.
No, it's
constantly. But it's still cardio.
This goes back to this propagates back to advancing our civilization. How are you going to do that?
I mean, think about it. Guys can be proper athletes, but even then you only last 10 minutes. You're just give me a minute, I need some Gatorade. Your parents see you pack Gatorade and they're like, beta, I want to go play football. Sure. I need a little pick me up right now.
Sorry, what you were saying?
Oh my god, you guys. But no, I was saying I don't support when people say that they're fat but I'm a beauty queen. That's them putting a facade because they kind of feel insecure from within, so they always have this shield. That is a shield. Been there, done that. My shield was being this powerful, like a guy kind of, what are you going to do to me? I'm going to beat you up. I used to be like that. And gangster. That was I was a proper gangster. And so that was my shield. And for a lot of women, the shield is, I know I'm big, but I'm beautiful. Which I agree. If today someone told me that they're not, the reason why I'm saying they're not fit is I don't care what you do in your daily life. Today I care about, because you're my friend, I care about your survival, like you said. I do not care, because at the end of the day, everyone needs to understand that the bigger you are, the more health issues that come up later on. That nobody can deny, that's scientifically proven. You don't want to live your life with so many issues and conditions. The one thing that I run away from is diabetes. That's the biggest for me. Because my mom and dad, touch wood, don't have it, but literally my dad's entire family has it, and they say if anyone in your family had it, like my granddad had it, you're screwed.
Oh yeah, genetics.
You're screwed.
Sure. Genetically that thing comes through.
So my dad has thyroid, which is why I got thyroid. Now I have it. Can I do something about it? I can work out.
Do you tackle thyroid by going gluten-free or something?
Yes, you can. Which I'm trying to reverse your thyroid. You can reverse thyroid with gluten-free. That is also for diabetes. What happens with gluten is the more carbs, it's actually a lot to do with carbs. The more carbs you put in your system, the glucose and the insulin levels need to burn those carbs, which is why it goes really high.
Okay.
So which is why what happens when it's going high, it's not at a regular high, to burn it. It goes like whoo, so which is why you need to control that. So when you're controlling that, the carbs that go into your system need to decrease, or even the sugar and things like that. In fact, even they say meat needs to get out of your.
Oh yeah, that's why predominantly people did. So do you eat meat or you?
I do eat meat. I try and avoid any kind of. I am gonna start going to this one nutritionist where, she's had my dad reverse his thyroid. Touch wood, that's great. And I am trying to reverse my thyroid now. This is another aspect of nutrition that I'm trying to venture into, try to understand, because it's easier said than done, because you have to let go of a lot of things It's like it's worse. It's literally, if you can reverse diabetes and thyroid with keto as well.
Yeah.
It's only if you control your fats.
Fair enough.
So it's about eating everything in moderation and also eating right.
I just had a question that I've been meaning to like bring this up for ages. When you were in London, was it easier to lose weight compared to over here, or like was there any difference that you felt?
I was a college student. I ate and ate and ate.
Ate and drank.
I gained weight.
Okay,
you know how they say the freshest 15 or something like that, and I'm just like,
freshman 15,
yeah, and I'm like, whoo.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, I was anyways big. Actually, I lost weight because I was into kickboxing then.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Before going to London. So when I went to London, I was obese. I was morbidly obese.
Fair enough.
I was 103 kilos.
Jeez.
I died. Literally, I wouldn't want to step on the scale.
Yeah.
When I did come back and my mom's like, you got to do something about it, I literally went like, Mom, I've tried so hard all my life. I really can't take it anymore. Even if I'm 200 kgs, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I think you reach a point in your life where you become fed up.
Yeah, fuck it.
You're literally just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I was fed up. And I there are still days that I'm super fed up, and that's when I binge.
Yeah.
But the reason why I was fed up was because I realized that I need to now come to terms within my body that how much ever I will do, I might remain the same weight, but I might get fitter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's just about that. As long as you're healthy, like your size, as long as you can do shit,
As long as I can get up, I can tie my laces. That's very difficult when you put on weight.
Yeah.
As long as I can tie my laces, as long as I can run.
Yeah.
If I have to catch a thief who's stolen something and I can run and pull his hair out, her hair out.
As long as you can run, because I know, like I would not want to I want to get my face punched in by this woman, like kickboxing and shit.
It's funny because there were a lot of times in like my first year in London where my friends got into fights.
Yeah.
And I was the one to break the fight. And I'm literally just like, this guy, he's drunk, he's trying to break another fight and he gets into the fight and
Classic.
And I'm literally just like, we gotta go back home. Like,
No, like, literally, the reason that I was asking is that a lot of people that I know, like, sort of, because of the lifestyle difference, right? Like, Dubai is a very car-based city. Like, it's a city designed around its roads. Whereas, like, the UK is not. Like,
even if you walked a lot, the thing that we've been instilled with is having a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
So because of that, and at that point in time, I really didn't know much about nutrition or like what needs to go in your system. I knew a little bit. I knew that it was healthy. I was that kind of a girl that, it's healthy, I can have 6 of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you need to get into the process of understanding that. So when I did go there, I'm just like, fuck it. Let's just eat what's there. Because you're practically not eating the entire day, and like 1 or 2 meals that you have, you binge because you're so hungry. And then you're just like, that's it, let's drink, let's eat food, and let's drink and let's eat food.
So you kept with the Indian food when you were there?
Not necessarily, but I had most of my friends were Indians there.
Okay.
They would have a burrito and they're like, my stomach is not full.
What?
And I used to eat the least amongst my friends.
Yeah.
Like, but then when it was a time to binge,
you just go hard. Yeah.
I'd go hard. And it was hard, yeah.
And speaking of desserts, I wanna unwrap this. Actually, I wanna let you do this. Do you wanna walk us through the delicacies of Kheel Daisal?
I will do that right away.
Healthy.
Kheel Dai? Healthy? Kheel Daisal.
Oh wow.
Okay, so let me tell you what everything is. You guys have to try it now.
That looks actually fantastic. Wow.
That's the gulab jamun cheesecake.
Nice.
Is that laddu?
Yeah. And that's gulab jamun.
Okay, where do you get the gulab jamun from?
I used to make it at home, but I didn't have the time, so I got from out.
Okay. So
Best
every
sponsor.
order, is it like a different gulab jamun, like, or do you order it from one place all the time?
No, one place.
Which place is it?
Best One Sweets.
Oh, so they. Oh, okay. So
I order, but then earlier I used to make the gulab jamun. Now I
Yeah.
don't have the time to make
Fair
the gulab
enough.
jamun. Because
And
you
they have
need
to,
to
like, soak
keep
it
that
or
in
whatever.
like, that's
Yeah.
exactly.
And the laddu?
The laddu I get from the same place.
Temple.
I wish. Prashad. It's nut butter, Hilda Nutella, so it's the
Nice.
healthy Nutella,
Yeah.
and it's Oreo pudding.
And this is the thing that you promote. And what cupcakes are these?
These are almond cupcakes, almond Nutella cupcakes, which is keto
Okay.
and sugar free and gluten free.
Okay. So is it the healthy Nutella?
Yes, it's the healthy Nutella on
Okay.
it. This is the Bounty truffles. This is vegan, keto,
Yeah.
sugar free, gluten free,
Nice.
Yeah.
Oreo pudding.
So that can be made vegan. Yours
Yeah.
is not vegan, but it can be made vegan.
Okay. And the Hilda Nutella.
Healthy Nutella.
Hilda Nutella.
Nice.
Okay.
This is so cool. We got the hazelnut butter. And okay, so isn't hazelnut like very Nutella-ish? Like, can't you tell the?
Of course, you can tell the difference. This has cocoa powder in it, so it already
Okay.
starts tasting like chocolate with hazelnut.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what is the key thing again in this? This is.
It's hazelnut, cocoa powder, erythritol, things
No,
like
so
that.
did you say this is keto? This is.
This is keto, vegan, gluten free, sugar free.
Interesting.
So you know,
This is so nice.
this is really good with like, if you know how you make like the peanut butter and jelly, you
Yeah.
can like probably just put the and put bananas on it
Yeah.
and things like that on bread. Oof, in
Okay,
the
this
morning.
is breakfast.
Yeah.
Tomorrow breakfast featuring Heal Thyself. I'm gonna. Alright, bro. I think it's.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah, Daksha.
I'm gonna give you all
Yeah.
a piece. It's
It has to be eaten right.
100%, man.
I think the
do you
spot
see the gulab jamun?
in the whole. Oh yeah, in the middle. And what's the bottom
Yeah.
layer?
It's
Oh.
motichur with digestive biscuit. Keep it.
Guys, motichur with digestive biscuit here, and the middle layer, the cheesecake.
Cheese. It's
Just the
cream
regular thing,
cheese
just the cream
with
cheese.
a couple of fresh cream.
Does it have any like gulab jamunish flavors within this?
Yeah, because it's got gulab jamun, right?
The gulab jamun, like.
No, that's the layer. I'm saying like, does the cream cheese like
No,
for
no,
example
no,
have
no,
any other?
no,
Okay.
no, no.
Okay. Wait, so do you
And-
bake the gulab jamun with it or bake? Is that the right? No?
Yeah, you can make
Yeah.
it.
And what's the ganache over here?
It's buttercream.
Okay, if any of you think that I'm a dirty little slut, it's because I can swallow this whole damn thing. I'm not even joking.
What a disgusting fellow.
You're marketing her food, bro.
Yeah, like, in a very dirty way, but like also
sex
just-
marketing is the thing.
I didn't put this on Tinder. Like, if someone goes like, I swallow, I don't quit. Like, Prerna, you gave this to me in a spoon. How am I supposed to eat this? Otherwise,
Keep it
wait.
I told you keep it down.
Yeah, she did.
Madhav. Okay, fuck it.
Just break into it, na now.
The-
Anyhow. Yeah, I'll break, na Baba, I'll break. Take.
Okay.
I'm just. This is
This
fascinating.
is, yeah, me too. I'm trying to see how he eats a cheesecake. It's okay, that's good.
MasterChef is looking at me like, what have you watched 12 seasons?
She's like, this is why I fucking bake. Like, yeah. I'm waiting for his approval. Then I will try.
But my bro, actually,
Yeah.
this needs to be made proprietary. Like, if you have a restaurant, I will come
Fuck.
to eat this.
Every day?
Is that laddu? Moderation.
It's healthy, bro.
No, this is not.
Okay.
This is from my
Motichur.
cravings.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, motichur is
Yeah.
healthy.
Fair enough.
But it's prashad.
You know, if you did make,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're the kind of person, if you did run your restaurant, and if I came here daily for this, you'd be like, Nikhil, stop.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't need it
Do you have
anymore.
plans to like go like with a restaurant, like an actual cafeteria that, you know?
Hoping so. Maybe not with one. I'll probably open my own, but that's in the future. That's a while away.
Have you
Really?
thought about like membership policies? You know, like a gym, but like it's a restaurant.
Do you want something
2,000
weekly?
bucks. Yeah. Like 2,000 bucks, I'll just come and go like wherever I want.
Like just eat that, it's healthy. Just eat
Yeah,
this.
it's like every day 1 hour.
Or do you want today's
Yeah.
that month where that time of the month where you can have some Dirty desserts.
Valentine's.
Valentine's. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How much does one of this sell for?
So I never give this small piece. It's only for like a hamper when I give.
just
Just
sample.
Wait,
a
is this
sampler.
like for us?
Yeah, this is for
Yeah, this was. Yeah, I texted. I was just like, we've never done this. I want to eat on the podcast.
We've drank on the podcast.
Yeah, we're just like, and dude, this is so appeasing. Like, honestly, people are going to see me eat this. They'll be like, no, we don't want it. But like, especially if I do, that's why I'm not doing anything
You're
stupid.
literally
Like,
saying,
It's like, that's literally what Fahad was doing as well. So
people are going to think I have like a speech disorder thing. I'm just like, no, it's just delicious, dude. Like, I'm attacking it by like the tiniest pieces.
yeah,
Like,
look at him. Literally. Listen, you can have some
Yeah,
more.
I'm gonna
like,
have
I
some
just
more.
feel like he's not giving you any.
no. He's
How
fine.
dare you.
That's all good. But is this laddu in the bottom?
Yes.
yeah,
Like-
that's what motichur. It's called.
Oh right, I thought that was like something else.
He literally thought it was a swear or something. He's like, you call me a chooth.
I was like, Moti, what?
Why are you indulging in this?
Nah.
This is not
I've
healthy.
been eating. You know when you bake so much of it, and
Yeah.
you've of course tried so much of it, you're just like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
you
water.
can eat my baby.
Yeah, go for it. Please enjoy it. I feel happy.
It's like me when I finally have my weed farm.
It's like you with your jizz, man. Anyone can eat it. Like, you know, I won't eat it myself.
How do you know I'm like that?
How do you know? How do you know I'm like that? That's true.
True.
No, going
I
on.
can see you enjoying it. Yes.
It's actually unreal. Like, to be honest, like the top
These
layer
are
and the middle
flavors I
layer.
have actually not experienced
I've
before,
literally,
especially this. Like, fine,
Like
Oreo
Rask-
pudding I love, right? But this just takes things to a different level.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
love
it.
this, but
These two are my best sellers.
like because I love chocolate, like I'll pretty much eat anything that's chocolate. But and Oreo and anything else is just.
This is like fresh. I don't know how to
Yeah.
explain it. Like, it's
I
like
made it today morning.
no, I mean like the
Yeah,
the
yeah, of
flavor.
course.
Yeah.
You know, even with this, when you have it in the morning with bread or like with bananas
Bread
on
and
it,
bananas, I'm gonna try that tomorrow.
it's yum. Trust me.
Fair enough.
Dig in.
10 on 10 would recommend healthy food.
Thanks.
Heel dive.
You'll dive. Oh man, this is pretty much where we probably wrap things up with the podcast because we're gonna continue eating. I'm not gonna wait. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna even stop that.
people are just gonna watch me eat. Go like, yeah, this is I'm out
This
here.
is
'Cause
live.
it's gonna have people salivating. But thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna continue
Honestly.
eating this, and you know,
It's so
before-
good.
like,
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
but before we sign out, you want to tell these guys you do DMs and everything, but you want to just tell these guys what you do, where you go, like how they can reach you the fastest.
Of course. You can Instagram message me, DM me over
What's
there.
the
There's
handle?
Heal Thyself Dubai,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
and I've got a website you can order there, which is healthyselfdubai.com, and you can message me anytime through Insta or anywhere.
So fucking
Unreal.
good.
It's so fucking good. It's like
Here's
people
the
looking
thing.
good.
It looks so small,
But
and you think
it's like
This
it's
is
so
why-
heavy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's
I'm like,
it's
each-
cheesecake.
Each bite I'm eating it, I'm like, dude, I'm done. I'm about to, like, I feel like I'm about to give birth. Like, it's so.
You're still trying to eat it.
in
I will.
moderation, yeah.
I will. It's so filling. It's insane. You guys have to, like, for what it's worth, a gulab jamun cheesecake with motichur laddu, fucking diabetes.
Unreal.
Come at me. Let's go.
Totally worth it.
I like health, but I like this better. Like, but I want this. Alright.
Killed the entire podcast right now.
And the best part, it is also healthy. I got you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's healthy, guys.
We'll see you guys on the next podcast,
Yeah.
and as per usual, if
Bon
you
appetit.
or anyone else thinks that you guys want to be on the podcast, or you guys have a cool reference and you want to just shout us out and have them on the podcast, any references, shout out to Aditya Murli, who actually gave us a pretty cool idea. We need to get people who've done Series A funding and all that, and he's curious to see that, and keep shooting those suggestions in. We're happy to oblige and get that sort of content out. So once again, thank you for staying through.
Hit like for our fucking new sports car company car.
Where we keep our mic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us on Chronic Nirvana once again, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Yes.
Unreal.
Yes, you.
Thank you for watching the Chronic Nirvana podcast.
And if you aren't following us on Instagram yet, what are you waiting for?
What are they waiting for?
Make sure you do right now. Like before you stop everything you're doing and follow us on Instagram right now at Chronic Nirvana.
100%. And if you have any friends that would like to be a part of the podcast, has an interesting story to say, please let us know in the comment section below or on Instagram.
And if you feel like you yourself have an interesting story to share and want to be a part of the podcast, make sure you DM us on Instagram or just leave your suggestions down in the comment section below on YouTube or on Instagram or wherever we put out the podcast, honestly.
100%. And if you don't have the time to watch a Chronic Nirvana episode, please do check out the Chronic Nirvana clips on YouTube and get yourself a new job.
So this is Nikhil.
And I'm Dakshay.
And this is Chronic Nirvana.